Morning, my friends. Today is day 75 and we have some utility work going on. This is for the power company. These are those two big trees I've talked about that had to go. Well, sadly they are going, so I'm not going to be able to stay and watch everything. My dog cut her foot. I got to get her into the vet this morning, so we're going to do it before. And what's interesting is that gentleman is using an electric saw, but he's going to take my trees down. They're going to chip them up. I'm just going to have them dump the chips on the top pasture. I'll use them somewheres. But this is what's going on with our house, our tree. Two trees. Kind of sad. They're big trees. I cannot wrap my arms all the way around. Almost, not quite. But I had a choice. Do you want electricity or do you want trees? Alright, well, gotta go get ready to go to the vet. So we're gonna let these folks do their thing. Alright, my friends, we are heading back from the vet. Mika is going to be just fine. This happened about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. She saw a cut on her foot one night, about an inch long, and my guess is she's running around so much up where the house is being built, she probably stepped on something. My wife and I have been doing hydroperoxide spray to clean it, triple antibiotic ointment and bandages, and just cleaning it every day. But it's not healing the way that either of us were hoping, so I just took her to the vet to get checked out. The vet said everything's going fine. We got to watch, just keep it clean. She gave me new cream, some happy pills, and she said to give to Mika, not to me. Make sure that everything is good, and then in 2 weeks, if it's not better, then Mika does get to have some surgery, but she expects everything to turn out just fine. We're getting close to the house here, so let's go check and see how the tree people are doing. This was the next step on the electric coming in. Basically, the engineers staked it out, said where the poles are going to go, the path, measured the distance, all that jazz. Then a guy came out to make sure the power lines weren't crossing power lines. Okay, whatever. And then this is the vegetation crew cutting the trees down, and then next is going to be putting the poles in. So we're going to hope that I have power by Thanksgiving, because if I do, I want to try and have Thanksgiving or Friday dinner, one of the two, up there in the new basement. You know, put a couple propane heaters, have some power up there for, you know, lighting and whatnot. I think it'd just be fun for all the family that comes every year to check the place out and see the basement. So let's check in once we get back to the house. Here's where we're at so far. They got a bunch cut down, but a lot of branches are overhanging either my RV, which I preferred not to move, but I was going to, but they told me don't worry about it. They're cutting short sections of branch and handing them down. Or it's overhanging the barn over there, or it's overhanging my service line that goes across, or it's overhanging the transformer. Basically every piece is being cut. Now what they did tell me that I found interesting is the pole saw that he was using is actually hydraulic based, not electric. So a hydraulic pole saw. I didn't even know such a thing existed. But I guess lunch is over. They're going to get back to work. I also saw the excavator guys are stockpiling gravel for the French drain, and they brought a bunch of pipe in. So let's go take a check on what's going on over there. Well, one tree is gone. This is the tree that's left. The other tree is in flowers. And here is that hydraulic pole saw. It has some hoses, ties straight into the boom somehow. Kind of neat. There's the controls for the bucket. And where the hydraulic pull saw attaches. Never saw one of these buckets up close. Kind of neat. And here's where we are. The end of day 75. Very windy day. And the guy in the bucket truck was doing a hold and cut because we have a lot of issues with things around this. They have a couple power lines. So you see where the transformer is. We have power from the transformer that goes down to the road. We have power from the transformer that goes over to my existing little building that I have, and power from the transformer that goes down to my barn. And then we have my RV right here that branches were coming out over the RV. Well, they got one tree completely gone. You see a stump there. He's not going to cut any lower than that because there is old barbed wire in these trees. Have no idea why. When I bought this place, there was, where this barn is, there was a dilapidated mobile home in there that wasn't good for anything. So I put the barn there. No idea why they would have had barbed wire right here beside the mobile home. Property line is down over the hill there. So who knows, but whatever. He won't cut lower than that because barbed wire. So I don't have to deal with the stump. He said he'll drill it and pour some chemicals in it so it'll die, but he's not going to cut lower. This tree, he didn't get it all the way done, but he got it mostly cut up. And the problem was, I mean, this tree should have probably never been here, how close it is. I mean, it's 2 feet from the guy wire. I mean, it's touching the guy wire in a couple of these branches. And it's overhanging the transformer quite a lot. So he was trying to be really careful not to have something drop and knock the transformer off the pole or the power lines. As you got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. So it's just been a slow day. It's looking more and more like I will not have power at the top of the hill at Thanksgiving. That's only like a week and a half away. And the goal was to have power up there so I could just run an extension cord over and have lights and, you know, I don't know, space heaters, griddles, things to keep food warm up there. And when all the family comes, just be able to hang out. But I don't think that's going to happen because the next step of getting the power is the poles, and the poles won't come until after the tree is inspected and verified down. So when these guys are done, they send a report off back to the power company, who then sends an inspector out to verify, yep, trees are gone. Then the poles will get installed, and then I have power. Chances of that happening in a week and a half, pretty slim. So my backup plan was a generator. I just wanted electricity to keep life easier than generator, but we'll make do. Catch y'all tomorrow.